Dear friends of driving pixels around, today I'm gonna check a mod by Roll Evers. I don't know if that's one person or many. What I know is that I'm very interested in moving these pixels around. One KTM Crossbow GT4 coming. Do you like our logo? Yeah, we thought you would. Get it now at our partner Spreadshirt.net. Greetings petrolheads and welcome to a new chapter of It's a Mod world. I'm sure if you wouldn't have seen it in the title of this video, you wouldn't have recognized the KTM Crossbow that has given me so much grief in the past. Losing quite the control. What? No. Yep. This is a KTM Crossbow setup for GT4. When I saw that this mod had been released, I had to take a look at it because what other car has hurt me so much? What other car has been so untrue to my love as the KTM? It looks different, it still looks good. Let's go and see how it drives. Okay, the wheel looks different, the crossbow information panel looks the same. A closed crossbow feels strange. I would say that in this car I'm sitting lower in the car as well as in relationship to the track than it's the case with the standard crossbow. That's a very small button for the brake balance, like really small. Yeah, it's quite low. Am I alone in thinking that this car looks way cooler than the normal crossbow? It somehow looks more sleek, more, I don't know, more Batman. KTM. It's a pity that you don't see it here in the mod, but the canopy opens up like in a fighter jet, so you don't go in through a door, you go in through the roof. I suppose I won't see anything of the motor, as always. Oh no, there is a motor in here. There is a motor in the motor! At least part of it. Yeah, that's the fun of using a simulation. You can go inside of the motor. Nice, I like the detail that the mod makers took the time to even design a motor. Something that almost nobody sees, except us using VR. In case you're wondering, there is only one livery, so we'll go orange, which anyway, it's the official color of KTM as far as I know. The KTM Crossbow GT4 is not just a crossbow with a hardtop and some downforce. No, it was developed specially for GT4. It took, of course, many of the ideas and concepts of the crossbow. KTM, for example, worked for the Crossbow GT4 again with Dallara, as they did with the crossbow. But they got also the support of Reiter Engineering, a German company. So a little bit of old, a little bit of new results in the Crossbow GT4. The motor sounds quite KTM-y. Good force feedback. I got a lot of information from the force feedback. Ooh, the force feedback is so good that I notice when I block the tires from the force feedback before I hear it. I think this is the best force feedback that I've ever encountered in a mod. And in parts, it's even better than in some of the official Assetto Corsa vehicles. The force feedback is almost at the level of race room racing experience. Should you be interested in getting a Crossbow GT4 for racing, it won't be as cheap as a Palatov T4, It costs about 3 times more than a Palatov, sold in Europe at slightly above 150,000 euro, and in the US at slightly above 180,000 US dollars. Again, the motor is by Audi, like in the Crossbow, has a carbon monocoque. As with the Crossbow, you cannot change your seat, but you can change the pedal box to fit your size. From the reactions to the throttle and the brakes, this car is a more tame version. The motor sounds as aggressive as always. The sound of the car may be the same, but the driving feeling is completely different between this GT4 version and the standard version that comes with Assetto Corsa. I can clearly push this car further into the limit than I ever could with the standard Crossbow. I can brake later and harder with this Crossbow. What's interesting in this car is not only that you can brake later than in the Crossbow and in many other cars, but also that the aerodynamics are set up in a way that you can keep higher speeds at corners than with the Crossbow and with other cars. And I've taken Imola because this was the place of my first race with a standard KTM Crossbow, and I still remember the pain that it inflicted upon me, the difficulties that I had. So it's a good way to compare. With all this stuff in between, it's difficult to see the apex in this curve. I've set up the roadster with 8 GT4 KTMs and 8 standard KTM Crossbow. And interestingly enough, the standard Crossbows are on medium slicks, and we all with the GT4 KTMs are on hard. And to make it easier for me, I'm the last. Oh well, let's see how it goes. What the? Aren't they moving? I don't see any of them, so I suppose they're not moving. No, they're not moving. Okay, that's strange. First time that I see such a behavior in a mod. Maybe they... No, it's not about the AI line. I don't know enough about mod programming to be able to tell you why this behavior is so. So as a last try, I'll try with other GT4 cars. I filled the grid with other GT4-ish cars. Let's see how it goes now. Well, at least we're all moving. Yay, we're moving! I can finally have a race! Only one set of tires, slick hard. Traction control! This car has traction control! I love you already. If I see it correctly, I'm driving the model from 2018. Crossbow GT4s have been produced since 2015. The Crossbow GT4 was overhauled for 2018 so that it could even take part in endurance races, with all parts made so that they could last thousands and thousands and thousands of kilometers. Racing teams that have used the KTM Crossbow GT4 speak good things of the car and of its reliability, and it even goes easy on the tires, not eating them up as much as other cars do. The first batch that Reiter Engineering made of the KTM Crossbow GT4 was comprised of 15 cars that were sold out in February 2018, so to speak, at the moment that they were released. Contrary to the real-life version of the KTM Crossbow GT4, the mod does not have an automatic upshift, At least as far as I can tell, I didn't find any place to change that. As with many other racing cars up to the KTM, you normally don't touch the clutch other than for starting from zero, because after that everything is sequential gear, which has an automatic clutch. A good idea from Reiter Engineering is that they have the Reiter Young Stars program, in which not only they support young drivers that then will get, if they win, a full paid seat in Blancpain, but also the whole teams are made up of students that learn all aspects of motorsports, marketing, engineering, communications, whatever. It's a very strange thing that the GT4 KTM, when racing alone, just stands still. I haven't seen that behavior in any other vehicle mod. I'm very surprised. But as you could see when you drive it yourself, it moves along. And the others, when they are not a GT4 KTM, move along. While the standard GTM Crossbow is a fun car, it's very difficult to race. Contrary to the GT4 KTM, which is as much fun, but I suppose also because of the downforce, is easier to race. It's more tame while keeping the bite that the KTM Crossbow has. I like this mod a lot. The force feedback is fantastic. The design is quite good, and I like that they even designed a motor, a thing that most people cannot see. And the behavior when you're driving, it's excellent. It's lots of fun. The only side point is using it also for the AI, it's not gonna work. All in all, I cannot recommend this mod enough. It's great. I think you would have a lot of fun with this mod racing against other real-life drivers on GT4 cars. So, for the look, I give it 5 eyes. This Batmobile is fantastic. The mod looks very well, and they even put in a motor. With regards to the sound, it's nothing extraordinary, but it's good. It sounds as aggressive as the standard Crossbow, and it has the bite, so 5 years. And the drive feeling, I would almost give it 6 wheels, but that would set up a bad precedent. It's the best force feedback I've ever found in a mod. So 5 wheels overall. Take this mod, go and race it, race against others, have fun, take it on any place you want. It's a great mod, it feels very good, it drives very good, have fun. That would be all for today. We would love to know your opinion about this mod and this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please be so kind and applaud by leaving a like. If you want to see more of us, subscribe and don't forget to click on the bell. And until next time, safe fuel, take pickup, and we'll see each other on the podium. Visit romrom.net to connect to fellow sim racers and sim racing fans.